What is going on, All Terrain Nation and Bronco Nation, as it were? I coined the Bronco Nation. The Nation thing is mine. I've done this since like 2010.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
This is the real Bronco Nation. What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having an amazing Monday. Fall is here, and
his sassiness has begun.
The sassiness has become because I've already.
I guess begun. You always have sassy.
I got a little jack in there already, and I'm ready to go because this is Ford Bronco Talk Live, presented by Kelly me, I guess. I don't know.
All Terrain Nation.
Yes, you actually may see a presenting sponsorship soon. So just keep an eye on that.
Wait, and, I don't know this.
I know you don't know this. I like to
keep
lots of secrets. But happy Monday, everybody. We are excited to chat, man. We've been kind of giving our Jeep friends a little bit of shit today because we keep wanting to take some Jeep buddies to Windrock Park, and they just keep finding reasons not to go to Windrock Park, Kelly. Our friends Jim and Kelly here are Jeep friends, and he's a big Ford guy as well, but he loves Jeeps.
He doesn't. I think what it is he doesn't want Kelly to get more time close to the Bronco to want to buy it.
Yeah, but no, they keep trying to go to these like horse farms or something. I was like, well, I don't want to go
something
to
close.
So horse farm, but anyway, so we're trying to get to do some off-roading this weekend, so we will definitely have some video coverage of that for you guys coming up. But this is Talk Live, and we've got questions, comments. Yeah, we're talking live. I'm not talking dead. I'm, that's the Halloween episode where we'll talk dead. But anyway, so we have Kelly. We have a special guest that she's waiting in the background, but I haven't told you this. I have not told Kelly this by any means.
Oh no!
But I've stepped.
What was that?
I've stepped. Well, I mean, it could be this one. It's off-centered. You guys in the comments, let me know which one you like. I did that to screw with Kelly because I keep saying I'm not going to improve that, but that's like a tick, like 0.1% better than
poor Allie is backstage and can see like my
you
facial
just ruined
expressions.
The intro to the guest because nobody knew.
I'm sorry. We'll find out soon.
Miss Allie Duvall will be on here soon.
Our
French friend.
Dubois.
Whatever.
Anyway, we got to do my intros. So let me get to it real quick.
Let's get to this, Kelly.
And then we can go ahead and bring our friend in here.
Jim C says this sounds like the intro to a porn.
Wow. This is not that kind of show.
No, that's After Hours. That's our other channel.
Bronco Dude is in the house. And Peugeot throwing $20 at us for talking trailer trash park for us. Thank you.
Peugeot was over in Johnny Car Care live streams, and he said run over because he likes Johnny's better than ATN. So I thought we would give him a little bit of grief, and it's all out of love, dude. I don't care who you like better, man. It's as long as you're having fun talking cars and trucks. There we go.
Hi.
It was sticking up.
Okay.
Oh,
Nurse AJ in the house. I know you're sticking around as long as you can because I know that 3:30 a.m. comes quickly. So we appreciate you being here. Jeffrey Babb in the house. Eric Jefferson. Michael Rivas. Johnny moving in on Bronco Talk Live with his live moving to Mondays.
I know. I'm gonna have to talk to John about that.
Steve P in the house. Gia Hogue coming in this evening. Tim Cornet, Frank Costanza, Mark King.
Wait. Johnny's Car Care Review. This breaking in likes ATN better than JCCR.
His own channel.
I know, no, and I like your channel better than mine. So there we go.
It's kind of like you don't vote for yourself and things when you're put up for things.
Well, I'm the best.
Did you know that that's the etiquette?
I'm
you're
pretty
not
much
supposed
the best.
to.
We got her. Allie's about to fall asleep back there. She's
John Burnett. If you'd stop talking, I could get everybody in. Just saying. Soggy in the house. Minall Productions. Mobile Moto. Austin Cash says, since around February 2022, I've been watching Bronco Talk Live. Michael Cooper, Michael Nice, Bronco 78.
Is there a Michael Mild?
Maybe. Jason Baggett, Iconic Bronco, Terrence Mooney, Tim Jackson, Eric Jefferson, NDM 84, Bird Dog Overland, Austin Cash, 502 Bourbon Crew, Bird Dog Overland coming in saying, go Vols. I know that was a big thing this week.
Go Buckeyes.
Nick North, David Zarko. Thank you for spelling that phonetically for me, because I was looking at it going, how am I going to say that one? Thank you for that. And let's see, did I miss anybody?
Oh, there's a
I'm
lot.
gone in 60 and
Mobile Motos and they're the names keep dropping.
If I missed you, hello, welcome in. We're
Just
glad to have you.
Rewind this and we'll say
Bird
hi.
Dog Overland said, first time caller, long time listener.
Kelly, generic hi. Hi, insert
hi
name. All right,
speaking of
inserting name, we've got Miss Allie.
Did you give her a heads up before you brought her in and unmute her?
Oh, wait, I got her muted.
We're good.
There we go.
I muted her so she could just chill out in the background and not have to worry about what she might be doing.
I was talking to my dog. That's about it.
Off-roader in herself because we just needed to anyways. But what is going on, Allie? You've had a hell of a day, I know.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'm ready for it to be over though.
Oh, and then,
she says I'm out.
Yeah, and that was that.
She was like, "Hey, everybody, see ya, peace, deuces."
I just wanted to say hi to everybody. That was it.
Oh well, now it's I got to get Allie's introductions in.
Oh Lord!
The first half hour of the show would
sorry.
just be to everybody saying hi to each other.
Yeah.
Oh man, Allie, you are out there. You are having some fun this weekend. What is going on with you? What's up with your Bronco? What have you been up to?
Okay, so Bucky is actually in the body shop today.
Cool.
So
Sounds
not
like a good
only
weekend.
it was a great weekend. Bucky has some pinstripes going down her, so that was super fun. Trail got a little tight on our Bronco club ride this weekend, but everything's fixable. So I wasn't freaking out too bad. I know some people were kind of a little nervous because a lot of people just got them too. And we try to tell them, hey, this is what you can do to get them out. If you can't feel it, it's not so bad. But no, it was super fun. We did a 3-hour trail drive up in Tawas, Michigan. So, and Michigan Bronco Club hosted that. So it was a great time. And then I got rigid fog lights today. So that was also
I saw
super
that.
cool.
I hear there's really bright too.
Dude, they're awesome.
He tried for a joke, it didn't work.
Well, I hear no, I didn't. I'm just saying they're really bright.
Okay.
Anyways, I hear that you actually met one of our viewers on this fun ride.
I have. I met Gia.
Woohoo!
I don't know if Gia's in here or not.
She is.
Okay.
Oh, she.
You didn't.
I mean,
hear
I
my
thought I saw her
introductions.
name on there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was pouring drinks and stuff.
Wow.
But she is
You see?
awesome. So it was super nice actually getting to talk to a couple of people that you've always seen online, but you haven't actually got to meet in person. So it was definitely a lot of cool.
That's awesome.
Cool
Nice. And I heard she doesn't have a Bronco yet, but she managed to hit the trails, right?
She did hit the trails in her Escape. We were very proud of her. And she said it handled like a champ. So that was awesome.
That's awesome. So was she skinny enough she didn't get pinstriped? Or was it still that?
No, that group did kind of dip out as we were kind of going through some of those. So there was only 8 of us that really got some pinstriping on our Broncos, but it'll be fixable. It's fine.
We would drive up to Michigan to get
we would have gone all the way to Michigan this weekend.
I'm trying to be a nice host here, Kelly.
You're not being a nice host when you say thanks for.
We would never go to Michigan.
Don't tell her.
How
dare you not invite me? And then
Kelly will.
I will. Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah. No,
that's it. I'll invite you guys to the Michigan Bronco Club page, and you guys can join.
That's it. Woo! We can be in. She said nope. She got pinstripes.
Oh, she did.
Nice.
She got a couple.
Nice. Well, I'm glad to see a lot of people on here starting to meet each other and stuff, and that's kind of what some of this is about. But so your vehicle did well, besides the pinstripes, right?
Yeah, but besides the pinstripes, everything went fantastic. I just hit 25,000 miles actually.
Wow.
So,
our friend Luke with Lifestyle Off-Road just hit about 25,000 miles. Yeah, I know M Peugeot's probably one of the highest out there, but yeah, that's I was thinking about that because I watched Luke dropped a video this week on his kind of 15-month review on his, because everybody has to do a video of, here's my 2-hour review of owning the vehicle, and then it goes on and on.
That's how much we love it.
Is that a thing? Is that what I have to do now?
I'm talking shit, but you trust me.
We're totally going to do it.
In about 3 weeks, we will have the same video out. But it kind of
we need to do one on our other vehicle we have in the driveway too.
I'm trying to get rid of that one.
I know, but we still need to do a review before we sell it.
But I find it amazing. Like it makes me nervous that we're at 12,000, which we don't
13.
We keep saying we don't drive a lot, 13,000, but we've put 13,000 miles on this vehicle in less than a year.
Though.
But I don't drive to work.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
Well, but you drive
I work
to
from
work
home.
to drive. Allie, your job is part of driving, but it kind of made me sad. I was like, man, they're about out of warranty.
Trust me, I think about it every time I look down and see 13,000 miles on there. I go,
oh yeah. So my back, I can't remember what it was. The back defroster, the little wire or whatever, broke off of my window. Yeah, so that's getting a claim too. So
oh yeah,
I had to get it in before the 36,000 because that's what it's covered under. So. Bucky's got to get a new back glass too.
Yeah.
Man, besides all the other fun things you can't talk about, but yeah, all kinds of new parts.
I don't know
but
what you're talking about.
I know. But the real question, Allie, is you're running on 33s. When are you going to kind of jump up to the big BOIs?
I don't know. To be honest, I really want the Everglade wheels.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently my dog's going to join us here in a second. She's a brat.
She feeling all better?
Yes and no. So, okay, get this. Okay, wait. First, I want the Everglades wheels in the worst way, and you got to have 35s for that. So I am looking through my body shop to see if we can get a pair of those. Mm-hmm. So it'll get a lift. Maybe before Supercell. Maybe that'll be my project before Supercell.
Oh, I have one that we talked to a company a couple weeks ago that could be pretty changing on our Bronco. You were there. Don't act like you weren't there. Anyway, see how she does me? She throws me under the bus, and she knows what I'm talking about.
I don't remember.
But yeah, no, for Supercell, I think we're going to see a lot of people's fun pop up. And Allie, you're welcome in our booth, by the way. You're welcome to park Bucky up there and get all the make our Bronco look good, I guess. Well, that's what we'll say. There we go.
We actually get to meet and hang out, not just online.
No,
I know, right?
You'll just park your Bronco there, then go off, and then,
I'll just leave. See you guys.
And people will be like, "Isn't this Allie's Bronco?" And we'll be like, "Yeah, I think so, but we haven't met her yet. She just parked it while we weren't here, and then just leave the last day and not ever meet."
Right.
Perfect. Sounds great. It's better this way.
She won't be let down.
Yeah, it's a better friendship this way. We can't freak you out then.
Perfect. Sounds great.
But puppy's doing okay?
Yeah, no, so I took her to the vet. Was that like Wednesday or no, it was Thursday last week. Mm-hmm. So I took her to the vet. She coughed in front of the vet tech to where like she couldn't breathe, and that's what I was mainly worried about. So I'm like, okay, great, get her in. And then when it came time for the vet to come look at her, nothing. They kept her all day until like 3:00. Nothing. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. No, so we did a X-ray to make sure there was no like fluid in her lungs, because you don't want pneumonia, because it's like 30 degrees here in Michigan now. So guess what? It's like fall/winter. So they gave her a cough suppressant. Didn't cough the rest of the day. Get her home and get her out of the car, and she starts coughing again. I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. So it's literally just like when someone brings their car in for service saying, okay, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And then we can't duplicate it or do anything. I'm like, and I told my vet, she knows what I do. And she goes, you know when someone brings their car in for service? I'm like, yeah. Just give me meds or something for her.
And put your dog on the lift?
Like, just see what's wrong.
On the table.
So, well, and the thing is, she loves her vet too. So I'm like, I don't know if she just did it to go see her vet, but she's like, she goes in waves. Like when we were off-roading, she was completely passed out in the back, like 90% of the time. Because you could just tell she was like not fully in it. But she had fun though, when she got to see people.
Well, I found out that animals can be allergic to their owners. I'm not saying that that's the case there, but we did find with our cat.
We're pretty sure our cat's
allergic to us because when we travel for a couple of days, he's fine. And then like within a couple hours of us being home, he starts sneezing and gets snotty and all that. So we're pretty sure he's allergic to us. Yeah.
I wish my cat was allergic to me. He's just a dick.
They do that too.
It's fantastic.
Bird Dog Overland says, Allie, Dave, and Kelly, you should come up to the Bronco takeover in the Sand Dunes next year.
That's where I got. So it's always the first weekend in August. That's actually when I met him, was at Bronco Takeover this year.
Okay.
Have you started a 2023 list over there yet?
Supercell, Bronco Takeover, Supercell. You guys know about Supercell?
Yeah, we're going to have to. Are you going to come down for the Bronco event in Gatlinburg next year?
No, I'll have to.
Oh, that's right. Drinkers. Never mind. I forgot.
I am a little confused that there's another Bronco event trying to happen in June too. And I'm like, look, man, there's not enough Broncos to have like competing events. And the Bronco Invasion probably be a much larger event because Jeep Invasion is huge. And I'm pretty sure it's the same people doing it.
I've seen the Jeep Invasion. I've seen a bunch of people.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Post about it. So
it's huge. The only thing good about it is that it's way closer to home for us, so we don't really have to take off work time to do it.
Yeah.
So we can actually like go over on the weekend and save some travel time.
Unfortunately, we'll probably have to cover it, but yeah. But anyways, this is not Pet Talk Live. This is Bronco Talk.
We didn't just talk about pets. We were talking about events. See, I did a segue.
I know. I saw it.
I took us there, and now you're acting like I didn't.
Much appreciated. So it's getting cold in Michigan, but how are the car deals? Are they heating up? What is going on with the Ford Bronco up there?
What isn't going on with Bronco? Like, what do you say at this point? I mean, yes, dates did move. I think everybody kind of got a pushback email, but I wasn't surprised at that at all because they're trying to finish the rest of the 22s. And just get them done and get them out, and they're not starting full production until those are done. Yeah. So they're just gonna finish. So everyone's freaking out over the like date changes. Like, yes, it sucks. Like, we know, but at this point, we're just kind of expecting them. So Ford's just trying to get all of them done. They're trying to clean up their mess. I'll give it to them. They are trying, but I did see a note in one of our Bronco emails saying like, I think it's like by November 1st, everything has to be converted. Oh, yeah, here she is.
Hi.
I think by November 1st.
She says, hi, Mom.
Leave. I think by November 1st, everything has to be accounted for. And then from there, deposits are refunded. So I do think this is, I mean, Dave, you and I have talked about this before. I think this is the last stab at it, saying, hey, we're sorry. Here we go. You could make as many changes as you can. We're done, and we're going to close the book and move on, type of a thing. So,
yeah, I really do think that, and it's kind of beating a dead horse, but I think people need to realize that 23 is it. They're not, this cannot continue on to 26 and so on, where there's still people, because for one, they want happy customers, and you'll have 3 years on the books by then of just people upset. So at some point they're going to have to cut their losses. And I don't mean that rudely of like, oh, you're there, no, they want to sell every Bronco they can. But I think at some point it's just maybe next year is like, okay, it's open up to everybody. We're starting over and going.
And that's the other thing too. Like, and I want to make it clear, like, order banks are not open. They're not. So
are you kidding me? Because
I've seen it multiple times.
But I've seen so many dealers taking orders
for them. I'll take.
I had to debate with a girl, a lady in Bronco Ladies today. Like, and I was like, no.
Don't get me started.
You're not getting an order in. Like, you're not getting an order in. And then multiple people came in and were like, your dealer's lying to you. And she's like, oh, he called me back and he said this. And I was like, you need to find another dealer, because they're either unaware of what's happening or they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and you need somebody who knows what they're doing.
I'm pretty sure they're aware.
There's been a handful of people, like, I've taken their order, but I have straight up told them, like, you're not getting this. Did you just want to be in the camera?
Is that fine? Yeah, Mom.
But I'll take their order. I will straight up tell them, I'm like, you are not getting this for a year plus. I'm like, if you get it sooner than that, fantastic.
Yeah, no, Eric here, he's a salesperson as well, and like he's always getting calls. And I believe Eric, you're the one I was chatting with yesterday who was having some screen issues. So get into that maybe a little bit. But yeah, no, I would. I've seen. There's just like you would think the dealership stuff would get. We're seeing more and more vehicles getting out there now. It's not like, I mean, it's still hard. There's certain vehicles that are hard to get, and Bronco's going to be one of them. But if you need a plain Jane vehicle with not a lot of options, I'm pretty sure you can get one pretty quick. We did have one of our viewers. He was trading in his Wild Track for a Tremor. I'm not sure which model
nice.
Getting, but he had the Blue Cruise on it. Couldn't get a VIN. As soon as he took the Blue Cruise off, his order popped. Yeah. So I mean, vehicles.
Yeah, there's definitely a way. I mean, for an example, and this is kind of what I think Super Duty, what Bronco's gonna do too. The new 23 Super Duty that just launched, or made its debut, I guess. That order bank is gonna be open for 4 days. 4 days, that is it. Wow. Done and gone. I have on my desk as of right now 22 orders just like waiting. So like literally the day that opens, like you literally just file them through as fast as you can, and like my manager will be doing nothing but that, and I guarantee you Bronco will be the same. It'll be open because Maverick was open for 4 days.
Yeah.
Is it like 12:01 midnight how that starts, or is it like 8 a.m.?
It's whenever it stops crashing, because all the dealers try and log on at once.
No, I mean when it starts. Is it like 12:01 on whatever date that they start typically?
No, it's whenever Ford just turns it on. It's completely random.
So you don't even know. You're just waiting patiently going.
Yeah, refresh. Like we'll log in every once in a while, but the problem is like all the dealers will try and get on at once. So it goes up and down for the first few hours anyway. So
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, for one, I do appreciate you wearing your Roadblocks Mickey Mouse ears today.
Thanks.
Sorry, they're not road blocks. It's Roblox.
Okay, I don't see. I'm hip. I'm with it.
And it's probably not Roblox. It's more like Minecraft.
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, he doesn't know.
I'm trying to be funny and
tell who parents more.
Yes, clearly. Oh, it's people who buy those cards.
We do have to buy those Roblox cards.
So, but with this, it's almost like it's getting to be like Bitcoin in a sense that I think everybody should just go start throwing in orders, and then you get it. If your credit's good enough to take possession of it, and then go flip it anymore, because that's what the auto industry is starting to feel like. You know, you thought this would settle down a little bit.
Here's the thing though, and I can't get too in depth with it just because of rules and stuff like that. Ford's watching who's flipping these.
Oh,
if you're violating your A plan privilege right now, like whoever you get your A plan from and you sell it. So if you read in the rules, you technically cannot sell that car for 6 months. It's printed on a couple sheets that you sign, things like that. Ford is after them. Ford is not playing this game anymore. They're done. So it's very cut and dry with them right now. And there's no, well, it didn't work for them. They can't do the payment. They don't care. Yeah. So they are trying to get at through that. So I'll be interested to see kind of like what happens from there. But I mean, Ford is at least cracking down. So
yeah, and I would think they all are to an extent, but you know, we've said it many times. Ford sells the vehicle to the dealership, and the dealership then is able to do within reason what they want to do with these vehicles. Mm-hmm. So I know I've seen quite a bit here lately again, where it's picking up of I went to pick up my Bronco, or I went to pick up my F Series, and then suddenly there's a $20,000 upcharge on the thing, and then you hear these ding dongs with Light Bright Nation who had to be they're on these Facebook groups, man, and I watch their videos. They're entertaining to a point, but they're bragging about we paid $130,000 for our Raptor, and we're gonna go beat the shit out of it. And you're like, and they're lying to people. This is what's funny is they're like, because Ford only invites people they want on their test tracks, so they can't tear them up and this and that. And I'm like, look, man, those things you see are for press only. That's why you don't get invited, because you're not press. And two, you're assholes, to be honest. Like, if you don't act like an asshole,
I don't think like I've you said, Ford's any of their stuff.
Ford watches that. Well, you're not missing out.
Well, and honestly, we've been on press trips where you do have to be careful with the vehicles, because as well as I do that the Broncos that are at Supercell are the same ones that were at Dream Cruise, that were at this place, that were at this place. So they've got to make them around.
It's the same for Broncos.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the same ones rotating. So it's not like they're going to let somebody go out there and tear it up. They're going to show you how much the vehicle can do, but that's the extent of it.
But anyways, it's a husband-wife deal, and it's mostly my wife's a pinup, so we try to put her out there. And then the husband's an amazing driver. Don't get me wrong; he's like a very good off-road driver. But so I saw this today or yesterday of them bragging about, we paid this over for this thing, and of course they act like they're sick about it, and they're not, because they're going to get the views out of the thing. But I was just like, how disrespectful to people who can't get these things. And you're just talking about, well, I'm going to go beat the shit out of this thing. And you're like, well, and I know there's people that buy Broncos that want to wheel them. That's one thing. But these are the type of people that it's about clicks because I tore it up.
Yeah. And that's the thing that truly bums me out is the people who actually care about these things and want these things.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't get them because people are buying them and flipping them, and it truly bums me out. Just because I know how much fun I've had with mine and all the great people I've got to meet and I'm now friends with, which when getting this car, I didn't even think about the opportunities with this. I truly was getting it to see what my customers were going through, and then Mike and Amy got me to freaking fall in love with it. So was not a part of the plan. So
it's funny how that happens, right? Ours was only supposed to be, we talked about it being maybe a long-term review just for a couple of years, try it out, see what it does for us. But now we're we talked about it last week.
No one's touching it.
No, I know. And that's what we talked about. It was we can't see us getting rid of it unless right before the 36,000 miles, something starts to act kind of wonky with it, or things where it starts to scare you. You know how sometimes vehicles will start to scare you before that 36,000 miles. So we can't see us getting rid of it. So
well, shit, I got 11,000 miles to go. So
but I wanted to poke at the Light Bright thing. Once again, I see them, they're on the Facebook little groups, and people, they throw their videos out there, and people just go, oh, I don't look, YouTube celebrities are nobodies. Let's be honest. I mean, if you meet me out wherever, I'm the same person you see right here. I'm not putting on a show.
Yeah.
And I get tired of seeing these people like that they trashed their last Broncos. So they had a Badlands, and they literally, because they're sponsored by Best Top and a few companies, they purposely always make the factory options look horrible so they can put the aftermarket on, like their tires. He was bitching about the tires in this Raptor. The KOs are just horrible tires, and and look at the steering wheel shake. And he would let go of the steering wheel, and you could not see the steering wheel shake at all. He was like, look, 74 miles an hour, it's shaking.
He's WTFing you guys.
No, but then he puts on his Nitto, whatever he's sponsored by, and you literally see the steering wheel just doing this. And these are such a great tire. And I'm just but people fall for that shit. And at some point I do too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm sold by something stupid, something cheesy.
Wait, mark it now. You're not perfect.
Oh no, I'm far from that. But anyway, so speaking of Raptors, how many have you had come through yet, or have you had any?
Zero. No, we haven't had any. I have one in production right now, and that's
really
it. So I have 7, 8. I have 8 Raptors that we're getting
22
for 22. Yeah, one is actually 22. The rest will be pushed to 23. So
is there when they push, because I've seen this in the forums, is there something when they're pushing these to 23s? Because Raptors, it's kind of its own unique thing anyways. Even the way to order it, it's a specialty through the dealership. But I'm assuming they'll get notice on that and say probably sometime in November going, hey, they'll get that same lame email.
We're like, hey, sorry. We tried.
Yeah, come be a part of the wild. Here's a photo of a horse's hoof.
Here's a sticker.
Yeah.
Sorry. We tried.
Give us another
sticker. Here's the gold star.
Yeah.
Right. Give me a backpack.
Yeah. Something.
Hey, I would take a backpack. Just saying. Dear
I would have
Lord.
taken anything from our dealer except for trying to make us pay.
It was really funny. I think you said there's another salesperson in the chat thing or whatever. If they're a Bronco specialist, we got a t-shirt, a bottle opener, and a cup that was like Bronco. And I'm like, great. Now you guys are supporting our drinking habits from this. I appreciate it. Like,
they have to.
Wait. Nissan currently is supporting mine. So I'm going to need Ford to step it up a little bit.
Well, that's okay. My corporate company actually sent us a wine glass, even though drinking on the job is frowned upon. So I was like,
well, and that's the other thing too. I'm like, drinking and driving cars. Okay, got it. I'm like,
right,
guys.
Well, don't get me started on that because I've seen another video for that one that I don't want to.
We're not going to go there.
Some Bronco celebrity drinking and driving. Anyways.
Keep talking in a different direction.
Keep talking.
Anyway.
Okay.
In a different direction, sir.
In a different direction.
Hey, what color do you think that Bronco is going to be that's going to be produced?
What?
What color of
the Bronco that's in production?
Oh, the Raptor. It's Area 51.
Oh. I'm sorry, Area 51 people.
I will say hers does have the graphics package on it, and I do like the graphics package a lot. So
yeah,
I don't know why, and I'm normally not a graphics person at all. Like, I'm sorry to all the Wild Track people. I don't like the little side decal thing. I've tried to even look at some, like, even to put something, shocker, teal, I know, weird, like on my Bronco. But I can't do it. I'm just like, I don't like it. But
I see a prank coming at Supercell.
Oh,
you're not supposed to give people heads up that you're gonna prank.
Well, I don't think Driven Wild Outdoors has still found the sticker that we put on his Bronco.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I'm
watching Bucky like a hawk.
There'll be like Ring cameras all around it. And I'm not trashing on Area 51 about that. I mean, I will say, for some reason on the Raptor, it does look pretty good. But the big fenders, for whatever reason, on that color seem to look fairly good on it, and I don't like the but
better mark it down.
But no, the real thing is, the real Raptor question is, am I still number one on your list?
You are still number one on my list.
Is there anybody else on the list or just us?
There's 3 people now on the list.
Ooh.
So I have shown my manager these videos. And
I'm sorry.
I had to tell him, I'm like, listen, we have to give this guy, I'm like, do we have a Ranger Raptor list yet? And he goes, no, we've had a couple people ask, but no one like serious. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, we got to put this guy on. And I showed him the interview, and he's like, is this all you guys do is like talk about Broncos? I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
on Mondays,
basically. I'm like, here you go.
But
and 132 other people watch us.
But the talking about the graphics package on the they have basically the same package on the or what I've seen from the Australian versions of the Ranger Raptor. And yeah, I probably would not order that. But what's funny about that is Ford didn't even have the balls to keep the Ranger or the Raptor part, just the Raptor part. They pulled that real quick because you could get just Raptor, or that was talked about an option. And then they were like, no, now it's either all or nothing.
It was just a talked about option. And I think that has to do with a supplier and pricing or something. There's a couple of rumors floating around. So,
well, I thought it was too small anyways. Like it looked like that big. And those fenders, if you don't have something big, those fenders just make it look tiny.
They dwarf everything.
Yeah.
I think he really liked the fenders.
He liked them better in person than he did in pictures.
I 100% like them better in person.
But still not a huge.
I do the pictures.
He's still not a huge fan.
Yeah, no, they're okay. I posted pictures of somebody that already painted some, and that's even worse to me now. I thought it would be better, but that's
I don't know
just
how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's just like an airplane wings sticking out there suddenly. And I will say, when I saw them in person, the kind of gloss plastic that they did with it, with a little sparkle in the plastic, it does look nice in person. And it's something that the camera doesn't convey very well. My biggest thing with the fenders, honestly, is that stupid air vents that just doesn't look like it belongs. like right over the front driver fender. They just it looks very forced, and I probably would be okay with it.
I was thinking of the gas cap.
No,
that's in a weird spot too.
The gas
I mean, I know it's there, but the fact that it kind of cut into it is just weird.
Yeah. I just think they're better in person.
This is just trashing,
I would agree.
Trashing Bronco Raptor Live is what I need to call this show.
No.
And guys, trust me, I'm completely jealous. If you've got one on order, I'm poking at it. I cannot wait. I have one in waiting that they've said, hey, come drive it. But I just don't want to go drive.
I want one so bad. So we actually earned an allocation through our dealer. And like my manager knew how bad I wanted one. And he looked at me and he's like, do you actually want this? Like, let me know. I'm like, I do in the worst way. And I'm like, I cannot justify spending that much money.
Right.
On it.
Right.
Like, and that's the thing. If you have fun money like that, more power to you. And I'm so jealous. You have no idea. Like, if I just get to drive one for a little bit, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I told one of my customers, I'm like, if you try to ever sell this, I'm like, tell me.
Right. Slippy Chirp. Interesting name. When will Ford Motor Company open up the 23 order banks? There's nothing that I've heard rumor-wise.
It's not official at all, but we
year.
think November, December, January. One of those three.
February, March, April, May, June,
sometime
July.
in 23, maybe.
Once they get all the 22s out the door.
Yeah, what I was told by inside sources was November, but I honestly I don't see it happening.
I've been told Q4 this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it happening anytime soon. So because November 1st is when all the orders are supposed to be in for people who did a reservation or ordered whatever, and you still don't have your VIN number, rightfully so. I'm not saying that we should be taking other orders. We gotta bust through the ones that we've been waiting for so long. So I don't know. I say never.
Great question here by Mobile Moto. How do you lock a capless gas cap? That's a great question, man. I science, I guess. I don't know. Call Walter White on that one.
Get a lock for the gas cap.
Drill through the.
No, there is actually a lock you can get.
What?
Really?
Through Ford Accessories, there's a lock that you can actually get.
Well, there you go, Mobile Moto.
So that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Yes,
I
gas
think
cap
it's
butt
lock.
Let's see, Nick.
I couldn't let that one slide by, guys. Sorry, guys.
Did Nick say something earlier that I didn't see, or?
Did you see my in-plan pricing for Allie? What?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We must have missed I'll see if I can find it.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's kind of, well, I mean, you could sell Bucky and get that Raptor, right?
No. No.
What?
That's the thing. I thought about it. I'm like, well, what would I get? I'm like, but that also means I have to give up Bucky, and I'm like, I'm not willing to mentally do that yet.
Man,
I'm now attached.
Oh, that's this one. Trust me, I love our Bronco, but if I needed for a press vehicle a different vehicle, and I was like, it's gonna have to go, I think she'd probably divorce me.
Maybe. It's quite possible.
And wanted nothing to do, like, I'm telling you, I watched that release video.
I didn't want nothing to do with it. I just didn't know enough about it.
That awesome video that Ford did for this, like, I watched that thing probably 20 times sitting right here.
He was staring, like cheating
I
on
was
me.
Staring like this, just like, damn it, that thing's pretty freaking cool. But no, I've got a couple Nissans that I'm kind of happy with, and I've been kind of brand loyal to Nissan, just because I like an underdog. I'm just, in Lord knows Nissan's a underdog.
Yeah,
but they're not even the underdog anymore. They're the mat
under
the dog. They're the cardboard box the dog gets to sit under. But
everybody gets it. They don't need anything more.
I'm kidding, Nissan.
Perfect.
By the way, I'm kidding. But no, I remember watching this over and over and over, and I think I made you watch it that night, and you were like, oh, "That's pretty cool," and then went back down because your parents were in here.
Because you're a Nissan fanatic, I didn't think you were serious.
Well, no, I mean, I still love the brand, but so I remember thinking, nobody's building anything like this. And I know Jeep guys, you can say, well, yeah, there's, Wrangler, but I meant as in independent front suspension and just kind of fun
and something that
looking.
competes with Jeep.
Yeah, but rides way so much better.
Yeah, way better.
And I remember just like for like 2 days watching that video. I'd come home from work and just sit here and be like, do I remember really thinking about like ordering this thing? Like,
and I didn't realize he was watching it so much.
Yeah.
I would have thought he was
was-
cheating on me.
It was funny, the day of the reveal, I was just trying to reserve one as fast as I could. Because
Right.
like we all knew like what it was. Like before it was even like out, yeah, I was just like, yeah, okay, well, I'll do this to see like what my customers are experiencing. And then I don't even think I got in that night. I think I got in the next morning.
So you had the same problems, and I'm assuming your dealership did as well, like trying to, I'm sure people were calling and
Oh, it was a shit show. It was great.
But those are fun things that you look back on now and are like, well, that was a fun
Oh,
night.
I laughed at it because I mean they definitely learned, because like this is going to go for the rest of forever. This is how they're going to start doing this. Ford is not playing around. Granted, did we learn with Bronco? Yes. This is going to be a trial and error throughout the next couple of years as we have new releases, because Ford's working on a ton of stuff, like the Ranger Raptor, Dave. So it'll be so it's going to be one of those things that they're going to keep doing these online reservations, and we're going to have hurdles to go through. But we learned, and was it a mess up? Yep. Did we learn from it? Yep. So we just kind of pick up and move on from there.
Did your dealership though expect? Because I know talking to Mitchell Watts, they expected a large, not I won't say the turnout that came for the vehicle. They expected a lot of excitement for the vehicle, but I think they were pretty overwhelmed by how many people were like calling, wanting right then.
We were shocked because I mean, reservations alone, we had 217, I think, around that area. And like we knew Bronco was going to be big. We didn't think it was going to be nearly anything like this at all. Period. Like we're super pumped. Like now that I'm in this community, I get it now. I didn't get it before. I get it now. So I understand why, cuz like I was totally blind going into this. I was just like, cuz I'm sorry, I'm going to trash a Jeep for a second. But like my mom has one, my stepsister has one. I had family that worked at Chrysler. I saw it as a metal tin box that drove like crap. Like all of them had the death wobble. Like they all either had like huge tires or like the standard tires from Ford, like, or not Ford, from Jeep. And like either way you still had the same problem. So I just saw that. I'm like, great. This is what we're dealing with now. And that was like my first like thought concept behind it. But now I'm like, okay, they actually took their time. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of things that come up in the future saying, hey, this is Ford's issue. We all have our issues. It is what it is. So
don't show it yet. There's a question on the screen.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Kelly.
So this was Nick North's question. Allie, someone told me dealerships can't mess with A-plan pricing. Is that true? I'm afraid the dealerships.
The pricing itself, no. Like you have to itemize and put things on the A-plan pricing sheet. If you're taking the A-plan discount that's on the invoice, on the AZ plan sheet is anything a dealer can list like on that, whether it be the markup, accessories, warranties, anything. So there's a sheet you physically have to sign. So you can tell your dealer, no, you're not paying for those, but ultimately they don't have to sell you the car. Like we're pretty lenient with it. Like we straight up tell everyone, like we add wheel locks to everything because I'm sorry, they're expensive. Like they're expensive wheels. I don't care if you're gonna complain about $75 it's $75 for 4, $90 for all 5 for Bronco. If you're gonna complain about that, I'm sorry, we're literally doing it to protect your wheels and tires. Like
my only problem with wheel locks are when they're in the plan of the vehicle you're buying, and then the dealership tries to add and tell you, oh, well, the wheel locks are $250, and you're like, well, I've already paid for them once because they're already in the plan.
Oh, and then nitro was $900 in the tires for when we bought our Jeep.
Yeah, what the heck is this nitro crap?
They called it an all-terrain package, and I was like, well, I already bought it with like.
They were like, yeah, it's the nitro package, and it was like
that's the one time I've been like, look, man. I'm an auto journalist. Like, I'm not falling for your bullshit on that. Like I said,
I'll pay sticker and nothing.
Yeah,
more.
I told the guys, like, look, I wanted this discount because I knew Jeep was offering this discount. nationwide right now. I said, other than that, take that shit off and I'll buy it right now. Like they literally, all they had to do is it came off the truck. They inspected it. They parked it out front so I could drive it off. Like
they washed the road dirt off.
Yeah.
And
it didn't cost.
I mean, I do feel bad for all the issues like with the pricing. Like, I don't know if we've just been more lenient. Like, have we marked up some cars? Yeah, we have. We have a $5,000 markup on Broncos. It's not 10, 15, or 20,000.
I was gonna say that's minimal compared to everybody else, it seems.
And that's the thing. We're not here to piss people off, but Ford is also watching the people who are flipping them. So if like I had a guy I physically did not sell his Maverick to because I called him. I said, "Hey, where are these two vehicles?" He tried making up a story, and I'm like, "That's not gonna fly. Like, we're not doing this type of a thing." And then we told him we would sell it to him. And then he suddenly like just couldn't do it. I'm like, you know that you're caught. You know that you're caught violating a plan. Here you go. Like, and he was trying to buy another Maverick. I'm like, it's not gonna work. Like, out of all things, it was a Maverick. Again, we all know the feelings on the Maverick, but it's just one of those things. Like, it's minimal. Like, for your orders, it's literally the price before, because the minute that we know that truck is coming from Wayne or Dearborn or Missouri where they're holding some cars, my manager is like, okay, get your credit app, get all the stuff, where's the pricing? Like, if it's not like pushed into finance by the time those tires are on the ground, sell it to someone else. I'm like,
yeah,
holy crap. Okay, like Dave texted me today, I had so many different cars going, and I'm like, if these are not all gone, like, he's gonna try and just sell it to someone else, which obviously if you tell us that you're taking
Dave,
it,
get off my phone, I've got work to do.
But I know, I think I told him, I'm like, I will let you know by noon, and it was like 4 o'clock. I'm like, I can go, like, I can do this, it'll be fine. Welcome to the dealer life. It's great.
Feel free to tell him no anytime. It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah,
all right, Kelly, we got a question here.
It's still fun.
So Jonathan Mugman says, how many Broncos are remaining to be built?
I actually don't know that question. Like, I don't, because technically the last day to convert is November 1st, so people can, as of right now, back out and not take their orders.
I know there'll be over 100,000 produced this year. Probably honestly around 110, 120, I think, somewhere in there maybe. Because I think they've already reached 100,000 now. And they seem to be producing about 13 something a month, something like that.
I know they just did 10,000 maybe a month or two ago.
But I've seen the sheets on it from Ford where I think they've hit 100,000. But the problem with those, they're not all. There was a lot of retail orders mixed in on all of that, and I would like to think they're over halfway through with the reservations, but Ford never shut that off till last March or whatever. I mean, they waited way too long on that, and so they've got a lot of reservations to get through. So when they were bragging about it with a few weeks in, they were like, "Oh, we've taken 190,000 reservations in." You probably subtract at least 20-25% of that off of just people that were, "Oh, I reserved a Bronco," and then had no intentions of buying one. I would say they're halfway through.
I hope they're halfway through.
Right?
Yes.
I really, really do. I mean, I hope they're halfway through at this point. But
Nick has kind of a follow-up question. He asked this earlier, or I would have put them together. Will A plan be good on Heritage Standard, and Everglades? I'm assuming the Heritage non-limited.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess Heritage non-limited, so the Big Bend one. I would say yes. I don't see why not. I think it's available on we haven't had one, so I don't actually know that. I think it is available on Everglades.
Have y'all probably taken your order for the limited, right?
Those, they've only gone out to some deal. We have one, yes, but we haven't been able to push it through yet.
Oh, okay.
Bronco Dude says, what do you think is the likelihood of the Everglades trim carrying over to F-150 and Ranger, like the Raptor and Tremor trims cross from one another?
That's a good question. That would be really cool if they did.
I don't see Everglades lasting, honestly. The take rate's super low.
I don't see the snorkel being a great like grab for some people. I mean, it's cool if like you are putting your Bronco into that much water, but I don't know. I don't see too many people doing that in F-150s or Rangers either. So unless it's really bringing out more adventurous people, I guess. I don't know. I can't answer that one.
Just a couple of
though.
housekeeping posts here. Michael Rivas has missed last week. Got my VIN on the 5th. Build date November 21st.
My birthday.
I am seeing a lot of November, like last week of November builds. All I have to say to that is, please remember they shut down for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes.
So just please keep that in mind.
Be patient.
I'm not trying to take the excitement away. Just know that it's probably going to move again.
Right. Tim Jackson says, my Bronco is officially in production. Congratulations.
Yay. Congrats.
Congratulations to that. All right.
We got royalty in the house. We've got Mr. Town and Country TV himself.
As if Allie isn't royalty.
No, Allie's on a whole new plane.
I got to meet Mitch in Tennessee for Supercell. Actually, he's the one who helped me with my exhaust.
Nice.
Still obsessed
Welcome
with that,
in, Mitchell. Thank you so much for that super chat, sir.
Mitchell, I watched your build and I thought it was hilarious that you called out your buddy for the didn't add the tie rods to that in that video. I love that you left that in there. A lot of YouTubers would have been like, they would have redone that, not left it in there. I like that you guys are like, oh well, we're going to get those tie rods on there.
Bronco dude says, yo, 6'3" in the house.
Well, no, right now he's only 6'2" because he's in sandals. He had a
I missed that of what happened. I saw one of his videos.
I know, man down. Bronco man down over here in Alabama. And Mitchell, I keep saying I'm coming to your dealership. My schedule is slowing down because I want to come down. I just want to see the car, like the GT.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I just want to go down and see everything.
See? An interview? What?
He said what?
He said
there was an open desk.
I know.
Mitchell said he was determined to keep that in the video.
Yes. No, that was awesome. And I was like, why?
Says he's back to 100%.
Good. Well, he's back to 6'3". I was a little like, what is going on with why is Mitchell in sandals? And I saw like his toe was wrapped, and I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, he was man down.
Hey, he says we have an open invitation.
All right, Allie, you fly to Nashville. We'll pick you up, and they're only like an hour and a half away from us. We'll drive down and
that's not bad at all. I'll do that.
See,
there you go.
That would be a weird way to meet Allie. Hey,
we'll pick you up from the airport.
I did do that to a Canadian Nissan friend. She flew down, and I'd talked to her online for years, but she flew down for an event we put on, and it was kind of awkward. I was like, oh. Hi, hi, internet person that you're coming to get in a stranger's.
I know. I feel so awkward about like meeting so many of these people that I've talked to for so long online. I'm like, hey, like I know you and like we know each other very well, but it's like so awkward like now meeting in person. So
yes.
All right. Oh, and Mitchell, Allie, close your ears. You didn't hear this, Mitchell. Whoever gets me the Raptor, Ranger Raptor first.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I'm playing. Anyways, go ahead, Kelly. Sorry.
I'll punch you.
You throw that in and then you pass it to me.
Yeah.
Like what kind is that?
Pass the baton.
That's like I don't even know. Yeah. Wow. Like
the deuces, I'm out.
Johnny's
I'm gonna
car
one of these
care.
nights.
If you can get me, no, I'm not going to Canada. Sorry, I'm out on that one.
I'm close to Canada. I probably still want to go to Canada.
No.
Used to be that you actually could go to Canada without a passport, and yeah, I did that when I was 19.
I heard your drinking stories.
Yeah. You couldn't drink in Michigan, but you could drink in Canada. So you just go over on your 19th birthday. That's just what you did.
Hopefully Nelson's
still
still
stirring the pot.
That's right.
That's what he does always.
That's what I do. Nelson Grubb says the order I put in last November was verified last month from Ford. They reduced all the options down to like 3.
And then he came back and commented and said, and then he called them and had a conversation and they added the options back on.
So the dealership said, no, this is what we're ordering for you, basically?
I guess.
Everyone keeps asking when new reservations will be open. No. Next year, maybe. End of the year if we're lucky, but there's no official date yet.
Trust me. I think Allie and everybody here will tell you as soon as we could. If we knew right now, we would probably tell you definitely.
I honestly, truly think that it's going to be like a 4-day window, like they're doing everything else.
Oh.
And
yep, that's what makes it more like Bitcoin of buying a car, man. It's like, and I think it was a great thing when they shut down the Bronco reservations last year or this last spring. But the problem with it is you're just creating more demand now. Like you're creating this hyper demand for a vehicle, and it almost causes dealerships to want to now go, okay, let's bring back the $10,000-$15,000 markups.
Well, we get, I mean, daily. Like everyone's like, oh, like we finally get to see it. Like we saw one on the road and it looks really cool, and like we want to get one. I'm like, no. I'm like, you can, maybe,
but it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And it's not going to be like next week. Wow.
Everybody's used to just come and like we have some inventory. I don't want to make it seem like we have absolutely nothing. Like we have those little twig things like rolling around our parking lot, like in the desert. Like we have cars. It's just not what people are used to because you still have the people. I'm like, I get it. It's your money. You're spending it. Get what you want. But we don't have that type of selection anymore. It's I have this white F-150 or I have honestly like this race red F-150 with like 2 options on it. Like those are your options. Pick and choose. And you have a couple people that are like, well, I'm just going to go to the next dealer. I'm like, they're going to tell you the same thing. You might find your favorite color within 10 dealers. It's a very different time. People aren't used to it. And unless you place an order, that's truly the only way to get exactly what you want, which I think it's also brought a lot of excitement back because like you're not paying for options that you didn't want. And I have a lot more people like, oh, this is custom, this is my car type of a thing, which has been kind of cool. But
no, I love the fact that I ordered pretty much, other than the hard top, we pretty much got exactly what we wanted. And then not receiving the hard top, it was actually a kind of a bonus for us now. Bronco Dude says mine was built September 14th, no holds, but still awaiting shipment for convoy. Checked the chat and dealership and says it's been built for a month, just waiting on a driver. I keep telling people about this driver issue, and they're calling me out like, "Oh, you're just enough's enough with that." And it's like, no, there's literally an issue with drivers.
I have stopped commenting in groups because I'm so tired of people thinking they know better.
I get in trouble. I get in trouble because
I know, Allie, there would be posts I would normally see you on and you did not. And I'm like, I shouldn't either, but I can't help it. And then I kick myself for commenting.
Get like, and I guess like my problem is like, I love Ford and I love the community Bronco has kind of brought like to me. So it doesn't matter if it's a Bronco, an F-150. I have a guy right now waiting for an expedition for a year and 1 month. An expedition.
Yeah.
Like I have Super Duties that are most likely getting pushed to 23 the 23 model year now. Like unfortunately I have a Transit also that I have now ordered twice for 21 and 22 and it's still not built.
Wow.
Is it the new off-road one?
No.
Not now.
Package,
I'm just playing. Town and Country TV. It wouldn't surprise me if Ford doesn't open up the retail order banks again for new orders.
That's what I've been
I think
saying.
Once they're done building the existing orders, Ford will start sending dealers.
I think it's
stock.
Ford.
Oh yeah, probably Ford will start sending dealers stock units, and then
I got it.
Okay, and then basically. Just build what they can. And Mitchell, I'm probably with you on that. I really think that me and Allie's talked about this. I think at some point, Mitchell, they cut their losses and people have to just we're starting the process over. We've tried to do what we could with the initials and and there's a lot more options now. We know more options are coming. We know a hybrid is coming of this thing. So though I'm dead set against that happening, but we can't even keep alternators running on these things, right? Let alone let's add more electrical problems that the people in Florida now with all these Teslas and Mach-E's with their batteries exploding because salt water got mixed into the batteries, and that's a whole nother.
I do feel bad for everybody in Florida. If you live in Florida, I'm sorry, that really sucks.
I'm sorry that you live in
Yeah.
Florida.
No, I would
I'm
agree.
sorry you have to
Like,
deal with hurricanes.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that, and my Michigan just came out. I heard it.
Oh yeah,
Shut up.
you don't say.
Shut up. I'm gonna throw this up here while I'm talking. We were actually talking about that recently. Was that shit? What were we talking about? I lost my train of thought because
We're talking about Broncos.
you're a jerk. Driven Wild Outdoors says 75,495 Broncos year to date as of August.
Yeah, and I'm probably thinking driven, Dwayne. I'm probably thinking that the estimates was 100,000. So thank you for clarifying on that for me.
I don't remember what we were talking about, so I've lost my train of thought. So it's done.
What's that Michigan train of thought?
Who said a transit Raptor?
Mobile Moto.
Well, but the grill. Did you? I'm sure you saw the pictures. Of
I
Ford
saw
Speed.
the grill.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
like, come on, Ford. That's
Have
like
I
the most
seen the
low
rest of
hanging
it?
fruit.
Maybe.
NSU college kid says my 2-door is on a train in Chicago. Yes.
Yay! Congrats.
And Thomas Dame says my Bronco is being shipped currently. Delivery date from October 26th to November 1.
Nice. Hey,
Fingers
and
crossed.
trust me, it's not pizza delivery service. They're not going to be there within the hour. Expect the second, third, like go into it. And that's something I think everybody needs to understand. Go into this with a open mind of we're so used to the Amazon when I order it same day or whatever, I can get it they give you a window. This is not that. There's a lot of factors. There's weather. There's how many vehicles was the dealership before you getting knocked off that truck. Like there's so many factors to this. And once again, there are driver issues. There are truck driver issues.
Well, and John Burnett says I'm a truck driver and we are shorthanded in auto delivery.
I'm assuming John
it's bad.
Works with Nissan. I know he's.
I mean, it's one of those things where like, so you get, and Mitch can probably attest to this too. Like you see the same couple of drivers all the time. You create relationships with them, and like you can tell when they're having a good day and bad day, and like they've been running ragged trying to deliver all these cars. Like they're making these, like running these trucks 24/7, and like now things are starting to break on some of them. You got to get them fixed, but guess what? There's still part shortages. So like you're still battling everything together. So it's just been crazy. So if you are a truck driver and you are retired and want to work, they'll hire you back.
There's plenty of people, or there's plenty of trucks that need to go, right?
Plenty of jobs right now.
Well, and it's funny, you and I, we talked about this when you were on the last time. It was like, I don't think about the fact that, I mean, you just think about driver shortages. You don't think about the overworked of the trucks. Like you said, like their trucks are overworked and now the parts are delayed and things like that. And I know you mentioned that, but I wanted to reiterate that to people is like, and even when the time comes that we're not in driver shortage, guess what? They're still catching up from the driver shortage that there was, whether it be parts on trucks or drivers trying to get these trucks that have been sitting on whatever mountain it's been sitting on, trying to get out.
Yeah, and Austin says
it's one after another.
Austin says yes, truck driver here. There are not enough drivers, so definitely on that. Where was I? Just saw one.
Hold on, there was one by Eric saying if Ford just sent dealers stock Broncos to sell, wouldn't everything be marked up by dealers? There's not. They can't catch up. There's too many orders. No dealer has stock of these things.
I think he's referencing what Mitchell was saying about just sending out what they can make instead of taking custom orders. I think that's his response to that.
I mean, I hope so for my job because we need stuff to sell. So you're barking up the wrong tree for no. It's one of those things like. I mean, I've seen Mitchell's posts. He sells them at MSRP or A Plan. Like there are good dealers out there. Like
man, our truck driver community is coming out tonight.
Yeah,
I love it. Dave
thank
Neely
you to
says
all the truck drivers.
Yeah, it's that's our biggest viewers, I guess. No, which is I get it. They a lot of downtime.
Yeah,
they want to watch
or listen to stuff.
They want to like Kelly loves the housewife shows.
They want to listen to my nonsense. That's cool.
Yeah, Kelly likes the housewife shows. Maybe truck drivers like to listen to people talk about Broncos. I don't know.
Talk about cars they see on.
I'm just a Ford advocate. That's about it. So.
Well, we'll get you on the happy hour show sometime. We'll change that. How about that?
Oh Lord.
Dave Neely says, as a truck driver, I haul manufactured furniture. We had 16 over-the-road drivers when I was hired on. Now only 2 drivers.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Well, and of course, we're in, whether people want to believe it or not, we are definitely in a recession. I looked at bacon today, Kelly.
No,
what do you think?
It was like $9.
Bacon? Kroger, premium Kroger bacon went for today.
We were paying $4.99 a pound, and then it went up to like $7 a pound.
What do you think it was when I saw it today?
If it went up again, that's probably.
It was $15.99 a pound.
I don't believe that.
I'm not kidding.
I don't believe you.
I looked at the deal, like it was the Kroger whatever their premium.
I don't believe
it.
And
I got $9 like a week ago when I went. I do like the home chef meals. I don't like going to the store. Like I work long enough hours as it is, so like I try to just like do things very simply.
It's 3 pounds.
Okay, that makes me feel better. But they had the 1 pound in the slot. Hey, don't stop.
3 pounds. Read it.
I'm an idiot.
You're causing
I can't
drama.
use my phone. I'm on my phone.
No, she lives to call me out.
Here's my iPad.
No, but I will say, and we're not going to go into All Food Nation, but I somebody did post yesterday. It was like $8
we're doing
for
All
eggs.
Food Nation now. Got it.
Yeah. Somebody posted $8 for eggs, and I was like, that's ridiculous. I haven't seen them that expensive. And Aldi, where I used to get them for $2 a dozen, which used to be like 69 cents a dozen before COVID, is now like $3.12 a dozen. So they are a little bit more expensive.
The chickens now need $15 an hour to lay eggs. That's all I know.
Nummy Nation Mobile Moto says.
Yeah. So Eric says, All Terrain Nation family, you have built.
The family you have built is awesome.
Sorry, go ahead, Gilly.
You have drivers, dealers, sales, everything to inform the community. That is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate
Eric, we
you.
need to have Eric on sometime. He is.
Yeah, we do.
It's been a fun place to hang out.
Let's see. Any other things sticking out there?
Should we just have a bunch of salespeople one day and we can all just complain? And like,
well, not in person. We can't do it in person because we'll never meet. According to the rules of Bronco, we'll never meet Allie.
So Van the Man says, I legit was told today that we will begin accepting orders for the 23 Bronco on the 27th of this month.
Yeah, but your dealership accepting orders.
It was also supposed to start today that we were supposed to do Super Duties, and that never happened. So
yeah, I'd heard the last week of November is what I had heard but that was 2 months ago that I heard that, and I really think it's probably the end of December is when I think it's going to happen.
I'm still saying end of December next year or beginning of next year.
Next year, dang.
Breaking news, Allie is shutting Ford down.
Allie shuts Ford down for the entire year of 2023.
That's right.
Got it.
And speaking of that, we're going to try to transition just slightly because I know this is for both of you.
I get scared.
You do your F11 over there before you do.
I will get there.
You're supposed to do it first.
So Bronco Nation, this is by Laura over there. 3-peat for Rebel winner.
We have Rookie of the Year.
That's right. And so this is, I got to scroll down here.
I'm sorry.
So that's for the X Cross though.
Yes.
Yes,
but 3 times. Now, a lot of people think this is an off-road event. And it is, but it isn't. It's also it's an event where you have to learn how to follow a map, and it's a waypoint destinations you meet. And there's times if you're there too early, it costs you points. If you're there too late, it costs you points. There's this middle, like you need to be perfect.
Oh, and Lord. I'm late to everything.
Know how to do that. Yeah, but a lot of people just think I've seen a lot of girls and influencers talk about, well, I just want to do it. I want to go off road and do it. And you're like, it's not off roading.
It's
that's
off roading.
That's why when you posted
it, it's understanding everything.
Yeah. Yes. When you posted that today, Allie, you were like bucket list, and I was like mine too, but a few years because I've got a whole lot to learn for it because it is not like you're covering 1,500 miles.
You don't have like a GPS to take you to A to B. Like you're figuring this shit out on your own.
Well, no, and
you can't have your phone. You can't have any of that. You have to use it's old school, like old school.
Yeah.
Use your compass.
That's right. Get the maps out, guys.
What year was it?
Oh my God.
2006.
Oh Lord, what did I just start?
2007.
Thanks, Allie.
You're
It was probably
welcome.
2007. You were probably still in like elementary school.
Wait,
or not even
when?
in school yet.
Wait, when?
We're old, Allie. Is what she's saying.
We're old is what I'm saying.
Hey, I
2000
graduated in 2009.
Oh, you're much older than I thought you were.
Wow,
Just
way to
kidding.
insult our guest.
I'll
You're
take
so
it.
old. I graduated
You know,
in
I
had to.
93, Allie. 93.
I graduated in 2000. It's okay. Anyway,
You're not that much older than me.
it was like 2007 maybe. We were going to go whitewater rafting, and I'm like old school, read the map kind of girl. Like there really wasn't GPS really too much back then, unless you bought like the little one that you put in your car and you had to update so often. His buddy's in the car with us and has VZ Navigator on his phone, and it's like something super new at that time. And we get stuck in construction, and I was like, I'm fine. I'm reading the map and getting us out of here. And his buddy in the back seat goes, oh, you can take it and turn this way. I was like, stop using. I was so pissed. I was so pissed that he was using technology because nobody knows how to read a map.
Now this chick can't go to the down the street to check our PO box without using Waze.
I don't use Waze for that. I did it to take our daughter to school.
I use landmarks. I can't tell you where I am, but I'll tell you, like, I know in my head where I'm at, and I know how long it takes to get to like A to B.
Yeah.
Well, I use Waze like when our daughter went to school across town and I had to take her every day. I would use Waze when I took her because sometimes traffic is weird in the morning and something will slow me down or whatever. But yeah, I will use Waze to go across town because if I don't, then, you know, sometimes I'm going to get stuck in something that I didn't plan because it's so much busier now.
So I legit do not know exactly the cities that like I go through to get to my grandparents' house. But like I know what grocery stores I have to turn by. I know like the whole back way of how to get there.
They live in Michigan?
Yeah, they live up in Roger.
That's normal. I took him to Michigan the first time and he was like, are we almost there? There's like the third Meijer we've gone by. And I was like, nope, just a few more. Yeah, I'm like, this is the town we're in right now. And this is the town we're about to go through. And he was like, literally, like it all looked the same until you saw another Meijer.
Yeah, I knew there was another Meijers. I didn't realize I was in another town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you like distance wise, like, yeah, I'll be there in 2 hours and 15 minutes and I will be there like right on time.
Well, it's funny when I go visit my parents now, my dad will be like, oh, you go to such and such road and remember where the da 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 is and the this. And I was like,
nope.
I haven't lived up there in 20 years, Dad. Like, and I use Waze. He's like, well, you know, blah, blah. No. Yep. Sure. You tell me the directions and I get in and I put the address in Waze.
Well, so this has to do with a little bit with Allie as well. And this is,
she's screwed now.
This is
skirt.
Oh, what are you doing again?
Oh, no,
do I have to deny that I have a Bronco?
No,
not tonight.
No. Not at all. So this is Ford and GM are now warning shrewd car dealers for high price markups. We're living in a time of violent uncertainty.
Volatility.
Sorry, too many drinks. You have recession looming around, which guys, we're in the recession now. If you don't think so, like that's why the housing market's in flux too. But it looks like Ford and GM are doubling down on stopping vehicle markups, which I'm not sure exactly how they can really double down on that. But it says car makers are facing a lot of backlash for allowing dealerships to continue the insane price adjustments while demand is certainly good. Hold on. Look, Miss gonna do our hair 4 times.
My God.
It's called anxiety, damn it.
But stressed her out. Way to go.
While demand is certainly a good indicator for consumer interest, activities like these are painting a bad picture for the brand. Hence why Ford is committed to eliminating unreasonable markup charges by dealerships. CEO Jim Farley has said we have a good knowledge of who they are, which goes into what you're kind of saying, Allie. And who they are, and their future allocations of products will be directly impacted. So they are definitely having enough of that.
But like Van the Man said in their unreasonable markups, what is the
well, I think anything over MSRP, in my opinion, is, but probably not in Ford's opinion.
No,
I think because
unreasonable.
Well, and because you can take, I know this isn't Ford, but so Nissan just dropped the new Z. It's been 2 years. It came out almost the month after Bronco did. They showed the new Z. They're just now getting to showroom floors. That's how bad the timing was for them. And so they brought out.
Yeah, but it's only Bronco guys that cannot get out on the lot.
Oh no, this is, trust me, I'm in a bunch of Z groups for this too, and they're all bitching and fussing about, oh, this blah blah blah, this dealership's charging $30,000 markup or whatever. But on some of these Z's, so the Z specs out about $50,000, and you're paying $130,000 for a Z now. But what it's doing is, I understand dealers marking up, it's something brand new, but the problem is it's hurting brand customer loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
It's hurting brand image, because it's not, most 99% of the customers, if you went out on the street and said, hey, are you buying from that dealership or are you buying from Ford? They're going to go, oh, I'm buying from Ford. They don't know how the game works. And so I think you're starting to see finally, I think they let the dealers go a little bit because they're like, hey, everybody's hurting, pandemic, we're trying to figure this out. But now if they don't put their foot down, something's up.
With Ford, it's that thing I kind of brought up earlier, is like they are checking, they are seeing who's flipping these. You have so many strikes against you before they start ripping your allocation away. Like, Ford is not messing around with that. They will rip your allocation away. And all these people waiting for these cars are really going to be hurting if they can't get their car due to that dealer. Yeah. So it's when they are doing it. Can they do anything about the markups? Yeah, not really. They can threaten you a couple of times, rip some allocation and stuff away from you, but ultimately Ford is moving in a different direction, and dealers just had to pay, I think it was 1.2 million, maybe it was 1 million, I don't know, to be a part of the EV side of everything. There was 3 different tiers that you could buy into, and you can either fix them, or I don't know. I know you can fix them. There's a middle tier, and then you could do all 3. So it's just one of those things that we have to follow their rules. There's going to be most likely a new franchise agreement with these EVs, and we're going to have to play by Ford's rules. It is what it is.
Well, and speaking of dealership markups, this was normally a $5.99 super chat question, but I've had to rate. It's now a $9.99 super chat question because we're having ATN markups here as well.
Oh, God.
Steven says, I have a real limited edition order with priority code 11. When should I expect? Priority codes don't mean anything unless it's a 99 or there's a VIP
10 and below and 99. Or 2. It goes between 2 and 10 and 99.
Right. And I know our dealership had told us sometimes some of those codes are the salesperson that sold. Some of the codes are just for those people. It's not anything that has to do with.
Some people look way too much into some of this stuff, and it's really funny sometimes. But
and early on, there was a whole lot of speculation about that number. There was a whole lot. There was stuff everywhere.
18.
Yeah.
So it's funny because you have your priority codes, and then you have your order numbers. So I'll tell you right now, all of my order numbers are D for my last name. And it's typically in some form or fashion the date that I order it. Today would be is today the 17th?
Yes.
I don't even know.
Yep.
It'd be since I can't have 4, it would probably be 117 because I can't have too many numbers. It's just people make up the weirdest shit. It's so funny.
Well, I think they want to believe that
they want to find the code in it.
They want to, they want to understand it. They just dig more into it than what it actually.
Well, and it's the fun of this. I will say this is the first vehicle because I never got into Raptor, the big F-150 Raptor, by the way, not Ranger Raptor. The alley's going to make me sure that I'm the first to get.
My God!
But I will say
I never.
Here, hold on, we got to argue this now.
Mitchell, shh. No, but I will say that this is it. Part of that has been fun. of the, how does this work? I did a video on just breaking down a window sticker, which honestly, Allie, you should do, because you would be way better and more knowledgeable than I was on that video. But some of it was
stop giving your stuff away.
No, it's just Allie. It's good.
Oh, good.
It's Allie, bro. It's Allie, man. But anyways,
what have you been drinking?
A little bit. But the code of it, the matrix of all this has been kind of fun. But there is a point where you go past the matrix and you're Looney Tunes suddenly, and
there's a couple loonies.
No, definitely, I'm probably one of them. Because I wouldn't harass my salesperson, but I would just check in every so often, which I've told people in here, hey, don't harass your salespeople, because they don't, no offense, Allie.
I have one guy who literally will text me once every 2 months, and he goes, hey, I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen changes. Do you have anything? I'm like, dude, he's been like my number one patient guy. And I'm like, I feel so bad.
I hate to say, no, I don't know anything.
I do. We feel so bad. Trust me, we don't get paid until y'all take your car. So trust me.
Right. Allie's like, please, all of them show up at once. I'm cool with that.
That's a Jamaican
like today. That was fantastic.
There. Yeah. So to piggyback on Stephen Rapp's, again, he has the Heritage Limited and was wondering any idea of when he might expect it. All codes aside. Says price level is $315, model 2023. When would I expect Robin's Egg Blue?
Well, first off, Steven, if that was a normal $5.99 super chat, that is now a $9.99 super. I'm playing. Go ahead.
Order is in the 6,000s, he said.
I don't know that there's probably any idea for the Heritage right now, right?
No, I mean, I haven't seen anything.
And that's right. They're wanting 10K over MSRP now.
And some of that stuff, I don't think you're going to actually see till second quarter, is when I was told that some of the production for those are even happening.
You'll have it this time next year, maybe.
I think Stephen Rapp wants to be on your list for Ranger Raptor, and so does Eric Jefferson want to be on your list for Ranger Raptor.
Didn't Eric, you work at a dealership. Go make your own list.
I'm pretty sure that's what I was reading.
Listen.
But I'm also had some vodka and some more vodka, so it's very possible I'm wrong.
Van the Man, I got to deliver a Bronco that was ordered back in November today.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And Peugeot had a nice little, I got to find it again because Kelly scolded me. She was in the middle. But he has a nice little Christmas theme here.
Did you read it like 6 times before you posted it, just in case?
No, I trust Peugeot.
All right. Okay, wait. Bronco 78. I have still asked for a limited, and no, I still can't have it. It's a touchy subject right now. Thank you.
When is Allie getting her Heritage Limited?
So wait, but Allie, you've got a Bronco problem. I'm just gonna say this. Like this may be an
not a problem if I know about it.
That's right. The first step to recovery is admitting it.
I'm well aware that I have a problem. I'm just not willing
Broncos
to
Anonymous here. But so
we meet every Monday at 8 p.m. Central or Eastern Central.
But we drink. It's weird.
Yeah, but it's not an alcohol problem. It's a Bronco problem.
I know. But so Allie has it's a Badlands, right?
Yeah.
Or no? Okay. So you have that. You kind of want the Raptor, but you got to trade in the Badlands for it. But you're talking like Heritage. That's
Heritage
even
was
priced
probably just as much as. Oh no, the Heritage would be a little bit less. It would probably be a little bit less.
So your Bronco's gone, girl.
No, it's not.
Bucky's gone.
It's in my driveway.
No, but if you got a Heritage, you've already said with Raptor, Bucky's gone. Anybody want to buy Allie's Bronco right now? 30K over, and
yeah, maybe.
She'll sign the dash. How about that?
I would probably still cry. Like when I go and sell that thing, I'm now going to be that person who's emotional trading in her car.
Well,
it's honestly more of the memories now than anything.
I had a Honda Element that was kind of like that for me. I had a lot of good memories and some sad memories in that little car, and we traded it because we wanted to get a boat. And it was like, my Honda Element's it won't carry me barely. But I've got a picture of me in front of it at the dealership, and it's a very sad picture. I'm just kind of like, even though
it was all his idea, it had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I got the truck I needed, but it was just kind of like oh man.
I may or may not have cried when my Xterra drove away too.
That's all right.
That was my first.
I've never been sad over a car until I kind of miss so I've had 5 F-150. So, okay. I've worked at a dealer for 7 years and I've had 6 cars.
This is Ford Anonymous here. Allie, you've got a problem.
Well, that's the thing. So when COVID hit, I had a 2020 F-150 that had a blackout package. It was white. And so it was basically white and black. It looked awesome. And I ordered that truck. And it came like near my birthday. So I love that thing. And then COVID hit and we had no cars in our used car lot. So our manager made it worth our while to get out of them. And I kind of knew the Bronco was coming. And then I heard the rumor mill. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get this. I'll get another truck, whatever. Haha, 2 months later, guess whose Bronco's getting in production? Great. Had to keep my truck 6 months.
What a terrible issue to have.
Well, I told Kelly when we were picking up. I told Kelly when we were picking up our Bronco, I said, hey, just so you know, like there's always a price.
He did. He told me
that, but I said it would have to be like $30K over. But
mine has to be more than that.
Well, that they were trying to sell it for on the Friday night.
Yeah. Well, basically.
Yeah. About that.
We were told we were just flipping it anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. They asked us, oh, you're just going to flip this, right? No.
Nope. I actually want to use it.
John Burnett says, Allie, I'll call you when the Ranger Raptor is able to be ordered. John, you may want to contact Allie and get on her list.
Yeah.
Sorry, John.
You're going to want to get on a list now.
She's got a list now.
3 behind. And guess who's
You'll be number 4.
Number 1.
I swear to God, I just need to make Dave a shirt that says that.
Number 1 happy dance.
You see what I have to deal with? That's the number 1 happy dance.
That's my number 1 happy dance.
That's scurry. And imagine if you had more.
Need to make him a
Allie, wait till you get to hang out with us at Supercell.
Yeah,
I'm so
excited for Supercell. You have no.
But
idea.
I won't make an ass of myself. I can.
Yes,
I can get. I'll make a small ass of myself. How about that?
Perfect.
But I won't offend anybody. What do we got going on here, Kelly?
Dang, Iconic Bronco said dealer offered me a Tremor and $25K for my Raptor.
Oh,
shit! Wow. Did you take it?
Winner. No, he's got it.
No,
he's
got it.
Yeah, or he's waiting on it. Winner, chicken dinner on that one, man.
God damn.
Yeah. Sorry, I think that would be a great deal. Yeah. And Peugeot even says that.
Yeah,
that's
and Peugeot, who likes Johnny's Car Care and reviews better than All Terrain Nation.
So you never finished, and Peugeot said it was nice.
I know, I saw it.
You didn't even read it.
Ford is checking his list. He's checking it twice to see if your dealer is naughty or nice. Corporate is coming to town. Corporate knows if you've been flipping. Corporate knows if you've been charging ADM. Well played, sir.
Iconic says no, it's his daily. So yeah, no.
A Raptor's is daily?
Yeah, Raptor.
Damn.
Yeah. Jason says that's the Caddyshack gopher dance. That you just did.
Oh my God, it was.
Bronco 78 said, I cried when my first 78 Bronco went to the scrapyard 20 years ago. Made so many lifelong memories in that thing.
Wait, he killed it. You murdered, you should love this. You like murder mysteries. He just murdered a Bronco to catch a killer.
Oh, this is a good one. Eric said, any advice on how to research the best dealers to work with in a given state? I will say that I think it's on Broncos. Is it on Bronco 6G?
Somebody was keeping a list.
There was somewhere that was keeping a list.
There's a couple of lists.
That a couple different places. Just kind of search out that to see. And Dave's going to see if he can find it. I just told you, in case you
told me,
in case you weren't already looking. Yeah, so that way you can check. We've been told that Three Rivers Ford is the one we should deal with in Nashville area, is what we've been told.
Yes. Oh, Christ. Forums and their search button is a nightmare.
Right.
While he's looking that up, Stephen Rapp, thank you for that super chat, sir. Said how will Ford's policy impact the 10K over request for a limited edition, the real limited edition? Does it have any, Allie? Or is it an after effect kind of a thing?
That's gonna be an after effect kind of thing. There's another one too. Hold on.
Here's a quick list. I didn't read through it, but I think this is the master list of Bronco dealerships.
Stephen Rapp also wants to know if you would like to buy his Big Bend for stock with 200 miles manual transmission.
Man.
No.
I'm sure there is a dealership.
I'm sure his dealer would, or her dealer would.
My dealer would absolutely.
How are you with your guys' take rate with manual transmissions? Are you still seeing? Was there a lot of interest in those?
There was a lot of interest. I'm trying to think. We actually pushed over quite a bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's definitely more automatics than manuals, but I want to say like maybe we had 30%, 40%. It definitely wasn't half and half, but I'd say probably 30% actually were manual.
I'm trying to find that one.
I already did it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but manual to me is like, it's one of those nostalgia things too. You get it, and in the first 6 months, you're probably all excited by it, but then shifting through town all the time, you're just kind of like, what the hell did I do?
We had a sales guy. We had a guy order one for his kid, and his was a price point thing. So his came in. It was a Big Bend manual, soft top, tow package, mid package maybe. And our sales guy ended up snagging it, and he drove it for, I think, 8 months, and then he was just kind of over it. He was sick of it. He was super pumped to have a Bronco for a little bit, but then got back into an F-150 lease. He was over it.
I get it. I totally get it. I can drive a manual transmission, but I don't do well at it, and I don't like it.
I cannot. I suck at it.
So but can you if you needed to?
If I needed to, yes. I just would.
That's where I'm at.
I would choose to walk.
Yeah, no, Kelly's need.
I don't know that I would choose to walk. I'm not that terrible. She just said she would choose to walk. So I'm not that terrible.
Well, she's not that terrible if you don't want the clutch in the vehicle.
Yeah, anymore. If you're not worried about the clutch, I got you. I got you, boo.
She can move it. She can move a vehicle.
So I'll dive into this one. John Corley, how much over MSRP is her dealership going over? Did she say $5,000? Just not sure how anyone could say that and smile at the same time. Going on with Biden inflation.
Oh, we lost you.
Oh.
Your earbuds must be dying. I see you charging one at a time.
We've got to send Allie a microphone.
Mm-mm.
Damn it. This is a good question, too.
This is a good question. Mm-mm.
Now, is it working?
Yes, we got you.
Okay, there we go.
So, earbuds died, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, I knew it was gonna happen too. I thought I charged them up enough. So my 2 cents to that is, one, Ford is having us ask above asking price, especially on electric vehicles, because they don't make money on electric vehicles. 2, $5,000. If you don't live in our state, Kelly has seen my post. We do honor A plan on stock Broncos that people back out of. 2, if you're out of state and we're not going to get you for repeat business or service or anything like that, they're going to ask for more money. It is what it is. We're in a business.
Wait. I'm hearing this and I'm trying to get number one. I'm number one on the list of Raptor. I'll bring it up for an oil change, damn it.
It'll take that much driving to get it up there for an oil change.
It will.
Bring it back to Michigan or Tennessee and go back up.
It's one of those things, like, it depends on the situation. My manager is going to take a deal. Every dealership is going to take a deal. So I get where he's going with this comment, and I know what he's trying to get me to say. But at the same time, like, he's not going to say no to something. Especially, like, if a Ford employee who's worked here for 30 years is saying, hey, like, I really want to buy this car. Like, let's make a deal on it. We're not going to say, no, you can't use your A plan.
Right.
Like, I understand there's some dealers that do that, and, like, it is kind of crappy, but there's a lot of dealers who will make a deal with you and will make sure that you're happy with everything. So it really just depends on your dealer and your relationship with that dealer is what it comes down to.
Well, and honest, John, I know there's dealerships locally. Some I know our dealership right now is still overcharging for Broncos.
You
and they
love them, don't lie.
No, I do not love them. But they charge, like they were trying to last minute me, even though I had several conversations with them. No, we're only charging MSRP. When it actually came in, they wanted to change that story. And I would honestly, I mean, I don't like any markups. I'll be honest.
Eric, thanks for joining. Said he had too much Jameson tonight. Needs to go to bed.
But I don't like markups at
all.
all. And I've made the excuse for a while that dealerships were suffering, but we're past that now. If you haven't learned how to operate your business by now, without however you need to operate your business, I guess is what I should say, in this new kind of weird economy we're in, I want to say I get it, but I don't get it at the same point. But
I also get the part that Allie is pointing to.
But I'm getting her. So
okay, just check.
I would rather somebody be upfront with me though, and be like, if you want it, it's $5. I would rather them be upfront about it. And Allie's not smiling to be an asshole about this or anything. It's you don't set policy for your dealership. It's not like Allie going, man, I get an extra. Because I'm assuming, even though there's markup, I don't think sales. It's not like the salesperson gets like a big.
We don't benefit that. We don't benefit that much from it. Like we have to listen to our managers at the end of the day. Because I'm sorry, if you bring up one deal and it's not going to be as profitable as another one, they're most likely going to turn that down right now. Yeah. So they're going with whatever. I mean, our rule is it's whoever has a credit app in first. Like that's what holds a car as a credit app, to be completely honest. So as long as you have everything like structured, you're good to go. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah. So I didn't want him though thinking like he was put in there that you were smiling. I don't think it was. You're not being an asshole by that. It's just
no. I mean, Kelly's seen my post. We say we'll take a plan, we'll do this, we'll do that type of a thing. So
yeah. She's floating with the good kids.
Friends, dude. I've never met. Jesus.
Right. I know. It's crazy. Steven Rapp says he'll buy you a microphone if you buy his 2022 Big Bend. And he's number 2 on the list.
I can't bump the person who's number 2 or number 3.
Hey, number 1 will make sure you get a microphone.
So, Steven, you need to email Allie to get on the list is what you need to do. She's at Brighton Ford in Michigan.
Yes. And honestly, like if you guys enjoy, like we just have fun with talking with Allie, and I think we would do this if it was a normal live stream. But check out their dealership. Allie, you do seem pretty on, like if you can't do a deal, it's not like, I don't feel like you're trying to bullshit somebody into a deal. Like I think those days are gone for if you're a sleazy salesperson, which there are some out there.
I'm pretty straightforward and very blunt. Sometimes my bluntness comes off as bitchiness, so I'm sorry.
But you'll smile.
I'll smile. I'll try.
See, it's funny. I learned something about myself recently, that I am snarky and sarcastic with the best of them sometimes, but then I throw an LOL at the end or a smiley face, and I think that makes up for it all. But I don't know that it always does.
I'm the same way.
We've got Canadian money coming in. I don't know if this is real or not. This is like Monopoly money, but Marie with JCCR, Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, sent us 20 Canadian. What is
Thank you for that Canadian super chat.
Yes.
That's our first.
I think that is our first Canadian money.
I don't know what it equals out to be. Like it used to be like 1.5, but I don't think it's that bad.
Pesos? I don't know. I don't.
That's not the right. They're loonies.
This is loony. No, but seriously, Marie, thank you, and I'm sorry you have to put up with Johnny.
Welcome to the craziness.
Yes.
And Peugeot says it's $1.95 US. I never can keep up. Look, Kelly's literally going to convert this.
Shut up.
Wow.
I'm such a nerd.
Wow.
Oh, it's about.
No, we're pretty close.
It used to be $14.56 today's market.
And there you go. Thank you, Marie. And once again,
it used to be 0.75 and it's 0.73 right now. Our dollar's not worth quite as much as it used to be.
Yeah, two shekels.
Hey.
2 shekels.
Oh, Allie, you can imagine.
Well, we're gonna do a live stream at Bronco Supercell.
Oh, Lord.
By the way.
Will we have Wi-Fi good enough at where we're staying?
This hillbilly area that you hang out at.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Because I'll be honest,
we're not gonna say anything. We're not saying where we're staying.
I'll be honest. The area that Supercell's at, like Verizon and Sprint, could put up those little sub towers, like just those weekend towers.
They need to put cows out there.
Yes, cows.
They
sell on wheels.
Yeah. Oh. To be honest, I'll probably activate my Wi-Fi.
We did that.
Yeah, I might have to activate my dad's hotspot. Oh, I think we lost Allie. Can you still hear us?
No, we're good.
Okay, cool.
Okay. No, but the internet out there just sucks. And we were out there for the Jeep event. We ate at that the pizza place.
No, it's not a pizza place. The social.
It's
the peaceful social across the street.
Across the street, which I really like their food, and their beers aren't too bad either. But like even then, when there wasn't a ton of people in that area, the internet was still horrible.
Yeah.
Come on, Townsend, get with it.
I'll reactivate my Bronco that weekend.
Was it good, or did you use it there? Was it okay there?
No, I didn't use it there. I used it on one of the broadcast. Or no, I used it on someone's broadcast.
Okay.
I can't remember whose it was because I had no internet. So.
Oh, was it when your power was out?
Yeah, was it? I think it was you guys. Yeah, because I used it on my Bronco.
Allie's just on so many shows anymore. Like, she's like, look, I'm a celebrity at this.
I think I've done 4 different ones.
Wow, we're competing with other people now.
I know.
Man, if I had
we can't just be exclusive.
Yeah. I mean, what if we buy you a microphone?
If you were to ask me a year ago what I'd be doing, it would not be doing YouTube stuff.
Oh, right. I was actually talking to my boss today about that. He was asking, he's like, how's the YouTube stuff going? And I was like, I'll be honest with you. If you'd ever told me that this is what I would be doing, I would have never told you no, or I would have never told you yes.
Hence the hair thing. Like my anxiety is like skyrocketing like through these, but it's like one of those things that's like, I just never saw myself like doing it, but like, I like it. Like it's fun. Yeah. Like I tell you and Dave all the time, like I love talking to y'all. Because it's hilarious. Like, I'm dying laughing the whole time we're doing this.
We're a hot mess.
Because we're that bad.
Welcome to the shit show. It's great.
It is. Right. It's totally. We need to shirt this as
welcome to my life.
Right. Ours too. And you know, we tell people this all the time. It's like, you think we're putting on a show, but we're really not. Like, this is just us. That's why sometimes
like we're really just hanging out. Here we go.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes that's why it turns into All Marriage Nation, because that's
I died when it was All Marriage Nation it was it last week or 2 weeks ago or something? I died
2 weeks ago or so.
It was
it's funny because we'll get in like pretend marital disputes on people's posts sometimes. Like somebody will say something and he'll tag me in and he'll be like da-da-da and call me out, and then so it's just on, like it's either a gift fight or it's verbal altercation.
That's hilarious.
We have too much
Mobile
fun.
Model says this is every broadcast. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
But when you meet us, it's pretty much the same thing. Well, Mobile's met us now. We've met Mobile.
We have met Mobile.
That's right. Stephen, once again, thank you for that 99-cent super sticker with the crying face.
With the crying emoji, but you can't see it. At least on our side, you can't see it.
Is it a crying face or a crying laughing face?
I don't know.
It looks like a sad brownie.
Probably because I'm number 1 on your list.
I'm getting him a damn shirt. I'll bring it to Supercell.
Do it.
Well, so Ford has a lot. Ford has a, we got Christmas coming up. So as far as the auto industry, generally, I know on the press side, there's nothing fun ever happens December. Then we've got Chicago Auto Show
in February,
which I think that's when we're going to see the old Ranger, as it were. See, I don't know. Those Mickey Mouse ears up there won't say anything. But Allie, you going to be at the Chicago Auto Show?
I don't know. Maybe. I've never actually gone. Maybe I should.
Oh, just hop on the train.
See if
She has a Bronco,
just
Kelly.
took the train and she had an awful experience with that, so I don't know about that.
Oh, never mind. Bye, John. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you. No, I took the train from the airport and it was a horrible experience.
That was a different train.
I know that, but I'm just saying it's
all my Michigan friends take the train to Chicago because they don't want to deal with parking. So that's the only reason why I think of the train.
So, funny story. I've lived in Michigan my whole life. I've never been to Chicago.
What? Oh,
it's so much better than Detroit, man.
I will say in January, their rates right now are like,
Detroit was awesome.
they're like $39 to fly to Chicago right now.
Oh,
to Detroit.
Oh,
wait, or from Detroit to Chicago.
I was like, are we booking our flights right? Like, we'll just do it right now.
No.
Jeez.
No, we have free companion fares from when we went to Dallas.
That's right.
So
maybe if Bird Dog Overland is still in here, maybe we should all just meet in Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, we've got
I think he's planning on being there.
Yeah, we talked about doing a dinner. And,
yeah, we were going to do a dinner last year, but since we didn't go, unfortunately, that fell apart.
There's stupid COVID rules.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to think today why we didn't go, but yeah, that's what it was.
Damn COVID.
Well, they made it sound like the only way you were going to be able to be near the vehicles or interview anybody was if you made reservations, appointments ahead of time to interview people. And we were like,
we don't operate that way.
We don't operate that way. Like, it is whatever the content, kind of draws us with. And no. So we didn't go. And then we had journalist friends that went and they were like, it was nothing like they said it was going to be. And we were like, son of a bitch.
Yep. Well, and then the Raptor was there, and
yeah.
I know I was supposed to go. Our Bronco Life was working it, and they were gonna get me there, but I was busy with work.
Damn work.
Well, making money is probably more important than
spending money.
I'd rather
just get your dealer to make you go.
So it's hilarious. A couple of my customers are like, "You've been really busy lately. We haven't been able to catch you." I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry. I'll be here till like February." And then trips will start again. Sorry, guys.
Cigar Texan in the house. Welcome in, buddy.
Welcome in. Yeah, you're late. Like an hour and 47 minutes late.
But the great thing about live streams,
but you showed up.
You can replay these.
Yeah, you can.
All right, so I have to do this real quick. I don't like doing this, but we have memberships on the channel. It's $5 a month. Literally, I kid not. It helped buy a flight for Kelly to go with me to the Texas for.
See, it bought my flight, not his.
Well, it brought a flight. I don't care which one it was. So that $5 a month does help support. I mean, believe me, it helps a lot. We've talked about it a little bit, the weird recession we're in. You can support that way. We have Patreon, which
sorry,
Siri. But we have Patreon as well if you like to do it that way, which I know we have Andy and a few others that do Patreon that way. And basically just liking, I know it sounds cheesy, it's YouTuber BS, but liking the content and just leaving a comment does a lot for us. I will also say we've had a rash of YouTube removing subs.
Jason actually mentioned that tonight, that he was unsubscribed unbeknownst to him and had to resubscribe.
And it happens. I've heard the bigger channels talk about it, that just sometimes YouTube, just for whatever reason they unsubscribe people and then you got to resubscribe back. So just be aware that if you're not getting the latest, go ahead and smash the subscribe button again. Ring the bell, because when you ring the bell, as soon as we do these, you get a notice right away. So if you want to be in these early, say if you're like Nurse AJ, you got to go to bed early and you might want to know when we're live. You can do that. We've dropped some new content this week, Kelly. New Jeep. I know Allie's like, great. We're going to talk Jeep for a minute. But the new Jeep Wagoneer L. Obsidian L.
With the Hurricane.
With the new inline 6 twin turbo, it drops this week. We also have I believe it's the Toyota Tundra video drops this week. And so if you just like cars and stuff, think about giving us a subscription. So
is it the Tundra or the Tacoma?
No, Tundra.
So it's the Tundra that drops this week.
And then Kelly, you have the allterrainnation.com.
Yeah. So allterrainnation.com. We have 2 tabs there for merch in case you're interested at all in that. If you see Kelly's picks, that's the stuff we have in hand and is shipped out within about a day. And then we have the other one where it says gear. So you actually go to Teespring or Spring, what it's called now, where you can do all sorts of different stuff. We just have t-shirts and stickers in stock on our hand stuff, but the other has a bunch of different stuff. So that's our spiel.
Yes. So we always appreciate everybody jumping in on these. We always have a pretty good turnout on this, and we with your support and turnout, we get guests like Allie. So we appreciate y'all coming, because Allie's not coming here for 3 people on the channel.
You just said y'all.
I did say y'all. It's the Tennessee in me.
It's the want to live in Tennessee.
Allie, there's a contract we had to sign with Allie. There's a minimum of 10 people in stream at all times, or you will see Allie just cut out. She's monitoring. You can tell she's monitoring the situation.
Deuces.
Fully aware that she has a rider, and then there's only red M&Ms. We have to send only red M&Ms.
Wow, you just made her a pain in the ass.
Rider. Her management. Like, how do we get these big guests? Wait till you see the new one from TC Customs. You're gonna be like, wow, $1,000 in cash.
I feel like we have to have a great video of all of us.
Oh no, it's gonna be a great video
between us, Mitch.
We should race our Broncos.
Stop.
Sorry, that's the asshole part of me. All right, final questions, Kelly. What do we got going on?
I don't really have anybody, other than Mobile Moto saying Grand Wagoneer Dave.
Yes, sorry, Grand Wagoneer. Steven is like bringing the heat today.
I've been trying to answer some of the questions as I seen them.
Mobile Moto said, Allie, are there new Bronco models on the way?
Like an Oats?
No. You really think I'm going to say that?
Yeah, of course I think you would.
I just had to ask. I know the answer.
Trust me, we actually talk to corporate people, and if you don't ask, they get all like,
they do get all sassy though when you ask the questions. Yes. But
we were talking to some Jeep people, and
we weren't. No, it was Ram.
Or Ram.
It was Ram. He asked a question. The guy was like, "I'm not going to answer that question."
There's certain stuff I can answer and certain stuff I cannot. That I cannot.
Yeah.
No.
Totally get it.
No.
Stephen Rapp says, I'm going to the show in Chicago and I'm buying. Berghoff has been open way over 100 years and got its first liquor license after prohibition across the street from the Palmer House on Adams and State. All right.
I don't know what that means, but
there's
I like
Palmer House as a hotel.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I've never been to Chicago, so here we go.
See, come on.
Pizza.
Oh,
we're totally doing pizza.
Which, let me tell you,
I got him hooked.
This is Pizza Rant.
God.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Nation.
Your Detroit style pizza sucks ass. The sauce.
Okay,
I was being nice to your feelings.
Okay, stop. I've lived here for 31 years, and I think I've had Pizza Hut once. They all are pretty much gone. We have like little.
Really? Yeah, you have Little Caesars on like every corner.
Yeah,
but that's not real pizza
because it's a Michigan original.
Little Caesars is not real pizza.
Little Caesars, it's cheap, and I don't know why I like it. I like their breadsticks actually.
Have you had the pizza place that's in Ferndale, right at the corner of 9 Mile and Woodward?
Buddies?
No, it's not Buddies. It's
next to every other medicinal.
Jets? Yeah, it was literally right next to the 9 Mile. 9 Mile is where Ford had all their
Mustangs and stuff.
Their Mustang. It wasn't Mustang Alley, but it was where they had like their family fun zone and all of that. 9 Mile was shut down except for on Woodward.
What a strange place to put the family fun zone in between a couple dispensaries.
It's because Ferndale was the one that
I know. I
was shocked with that.
Yeah, our daughter was too. Our daughter was like,
yeah, our daughter Karen.
She's 12 and she goes, Mom, is that legal here? And I was like, yeah. She's like, what is the
now
age?
It is.
I was like, probably like 18 or 21. Well, then why is it everywhere for me to see? And I said, because there's alcohol too. Yeah, but I don't need to see that. That's like inappropriate. And I'm like, shut up.
Our little Karen.
She is
our little Karen.
And we call her out it all the time, and she just is totally offended. I didn't tell you this. Funny. I called her a snowflake yesterday. She about lost her ever-loving mind on me. She was like, I am not a snowflake. And I was like, well, you're kind of sensitive to things. And she goes,
Jesus.
That's so funny.
You called me a snowflake.
Make America Great hat on again? Jesus. Jesus over here.
This
What
is
if you
hilarious.
just pimp slap her daughter while you're at it?
I just
Curb stomp her.
No, it was just funny because I just was like, you're kind of a snowflake.
No,
And the fact that she responded the way that she did, like, threw me off like something fierce, like, because she was so passionate about not being a snowflake.
But back to shitty
Broncos.
pizza talk.
Hold on, I love Bronco 78. Just go ahead and tell us what you can answer. Nothing. I can't answer anything.
But Pizza Hut with your Detroit style pizza, it's not anywhere close.
No, Pizza
what did we
Hut
get?
isn't even
It's
a
not
thing.
Buddies, and it's not that pizza place in Ferndale.
So
I have to look it up.
but we
now.
will be in Chicago. We will eat Chicago style.
Yeah, we will
pizza.
have Giordano's is where we are gonna go.
All right. Diet be damned.
Oh, Valley Dude 5000 says Chicago pizza or Chicago hot dog.
Oh man,
Chicago pizza all day for me.
That's a tough one. I've not actually had a.
You've not actually had one.
That's what I was about to say. I've not had a Chicago. I mean, I've had.
Like he's had a
Chicago
Sonic
hot dog.
version of Chicago hot dog.
Well,
But
there used to be a guy here that was from Chicago, was down in the corner there by Planet Fitness. By
there was a
Planet-
guy at the corner.
Yeah, you know how those guys are. They just whip their hot dog out. And you just take you just
even with you.
you-
Did
he-
you really just
he
say
just
that?
whips his hot dog out and he's like, "Do you want relish on this or what? How do you want the pickle on the side?"
Sauerkraut?
Yeah, but
My God.
but he was from Chicago and was definitely, you got a good Chicago style hot dog.
Oh,
You know,
sweet
you got a
Jesus.
good 8 inches Chicago style
Oh
hot
my
dog. But the facts are, I've not had a real Chicago hot dog. So
No, because this one didn't want to go on the L to take us.
no,
where
because
we
she was
needed
taking
to
us
go to get
to
a hot
Murder
dog.
Town. You were like,
It was
"Hey, let's go over
not
here to Murder."
Town.
It was literally called Murderville.
It was not Murderville. It was McCormick Place
See,
to
Oh my
downtown.
the Chicago Bears are across the street. You think I want to go anywhere near
The
that?
White Sox were
that
right
crap-
down the street too.
Well, it's baseball. They got bats.
Oh, that's okay.
They got bats.
Child.
I don't know where we're going. All right,
I don't
go ahead.
either. That was it.
That's
Man, my cup is running empty.
Mine too.
oh boy.
There's a lot of votes for Portillo's, which I've heard, or Portillo's Chicago hot dog and a cake shake, brah.
I don't think Gally, with all the hot dog talk, is coming back. Look at her grabbing her hair again. She's like pulling it out. She's like, "Geez, these people."
Flo says we're making him hungry.
Well, Flo, you're in Chicago, so
Go get a pizza.
well, you know what sucks is, so we could get a Giordano's pizza sent to us, but it's like $90 by the time you get done. I'm like, I'm sorry,
Because I've looked at it lots.
there's no pizza worth
lots.
$90.
No. I don't think I could eat. I don't think I could bring myself to eat a $90 pizza.
Steven Rapp just thrown another super sticker at us.
Yeah, just
Thank you
Hey,
for that super
hey.
sticker.
you'll get the little gopher dance again.
And that's when he asked for a refund.
It's like, where do I hit cancel?
I was gonna say identity theft. Someone stole my credit card info.
And it all went to this stupid channel, All Terrain Nation. I don't know what it's about.
What the hell is happening?
The guy kept dancing. I don't know.
Valley Dude 5000 says car food talk show coming soon.
Wait till y'all see our OnlyFans.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Well, it's just mostly me, standing on my Bronco. My toes are exposed though. I will
It's
say.
all him because it is not.
All right.
Joey Stewart says, "Hi guys, super excited today. Finally got my new in that Bronco. Woohoo! Shipped after a year.
Congrats.
Nice, man.
Congratulations. We love it."
I
That's
do love
exciting.
that. Hey, and
Stephen
I
Rapp says we need to go to Berghoff. Lou Malnati's has the best and get hot dogs on the street.
street wiener. It's okay.
Bronco 78 said, "Here comes the tennis skirt."
What
Hey.
is up with these hot dogs being on the street?
I'm not touching
Yeah.
that one. I'm not touching that one.
Because they have hot dog carts.
Go with the Chicago Cubs play. Yeah. It's a lot of wiener over that way.
Mobile Moto says go to Ed Debovic's. I don't know where that is.
I don't know.
Before we go to Chicago, we will have this conversation similar again, where we will ask all the places we need to go to when we're in Chicago.
But we did that the last time. Didn't get to go to Chicago.
Well, we'll try again.
That's right.
Round
So whether it be 2-wheel drive,
4-wheel drive.
does it really matter what you drive, Kelly?
Well, it does tonight because we're talking Bronco
I was
Talk.
gonna say you should drive a Bronco, or at least have one on order.
That's
yes.
Right. Or a Ranger Raptor, which I'm number one. We're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
See ya.
Later.